EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Toronto taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Derek Stingley will bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready, break!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Seven Pirates!
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Let's go! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out in the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Warriors 70.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half.
A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Okay, ready? Hey, smash Rocco!
Now here's Samuel on the end around. Ooh, the juke. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Check, after. Go check, go check. Ready?
Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready?
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
19 tight, 19, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
2nd and 11. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Track 60.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the ground with Hall. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And carrying this out from the end zone, here's Stingley. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Derek Stingley back deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over.
Here we go, here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Check Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Ready, go.
On second down, a run with Hall.
All over.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run with Hall. Shrugs him off. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is Samuel. Fights through him, and effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Back back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Stroud. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's Hall again. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 1. Connects with Kittle underneath. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He finds his target, Beckham.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. They'll give to Hall. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Forced out to his left. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Riggs.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Hawk 70. Check smash. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Stroud out of the gun here. Escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Go.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
18 Rattler.
Again, it's Stroud. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Stroud will look to throw once more. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 115 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Certainly not